For decades, people around the world have displayed a range of special powers and abilities. These powered beings came together and built superpowered cities to thrive in. My name is Angus, and I'm a journalist for the Daily Deposit. My partner Sal and I interview the citizens of Super City, investigating incidents and exploits, and helping where we can, holding the powerful accountable. Because heroes don't do paperwork. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined as always by my co-host Sal.
Hello.
We are reporters in Super City, and we're here to bring you the news.
That we are, Angus. Boy, do we have a full docket today. We got a guest.
We've got a guest. We've got a guest. We've got
events have been happening. Both
big stuff. We're gonna start
small.
And small, both. Yes, events both big and small have been happening. I think Sal and I have kind of agreed, since we have like a very exciting, cool guest today, we're gonna kind of ramp up to that. We're just gonna,
this is currently a ramping down period. We're ramping down. We're building momentum.
And
then we're gonna, in a moment. Hold on.
We do the opening, and the opening we decided we come in too hot with the opening, so we're like, let's slow it down a little bit.
Right.
Let's slow it down. Give ourselves some runway. So,
some of our listeners are quite old.
Yes, we don't want to startle anyone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of delicate hearts here in Super City, and we just don't want to.
Oh, here's the ramping up.
It's the ramping up part. All right, Sal. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, actually, okay. I'm a little on edge.
Mm-hmm.
The listeners might be picking up like a higher energy, and I wish I could say that this is coming from a positive space.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Angus, of course, as you know, the events going on in Super City as of late. One of the big events. This is one of the big ones, not the small ones. Well, here, let me read you my headline that I've been working on, and then we can dish as you've been. Am I using the correct
dish? Yeah, dish is good. Yeah, we're gonna dish about it. Yeah.
All right. Here it is. Spoiler alert: Hint Man still at large.
Ooh, I like that. That's very intriguing. So Hint Man, of course, is
Hint Man for hire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say you have a grudge against someone.
Yeah.
And you really want to stick it to that person, but murder's maybe a step too far.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go the route of a hit.
You don't want to cross the line. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to cross that line. Yeah.
Where you dial it, you ramp it down, right? And you go and hire a Hint Man.
Okay.
And what they will do is that they will go and study your person, and they will learn about the media they're consuming, the books they're reading.
I see where this is going, and I think that's a wonderful,
And then they'll ambush them and spoil whatever it is they're trying to enjoy.
Yeah.
And this has been going on at large. So conspiracies abound about who this particular Hint Man is, because these are some real sick fucks.
Yeah, just ruining. It's well, maybe your favorite character, and so Hint Man, because it sounds like it's a downright spoiler, but I guess they build up to it with hints. They allude to it because they draw it out of you, which is more agonizing. They're like, oh, you like that character, eh? Ooh. Have you seen season 4 yet?
Yeah.
New episode.
You're really gonna like the twist.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for telling me there's a twist. Now I know. Now I'm anticipating it.
I hate when movie previews would do that. Be like, and a twist that people are calling the craziest fucking thing they've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Wow, that was a good movie voice.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying to get, obviously listeners may or may not be aware, we are still being hounded by the mayor. Mayor Hicks does not like us speaking, kind of truth to his power, and he's been kind of messing with us and our financial income. So I was moonlighting as a trailer guy, but no one's doing trailers. So I was just I'm mostly doing like dances, and I did a cameo the other day. Like a guy paid me. Oh shit, Sal! Right. I think the Hint Man paid me to spoil something, because I did a cameo for someone. I sent it to them, and I said, "In a world where dragons and fire aren't coexisting. One man will die in season 3 of Castle of Thorns. That man is Abraxas the Stout Belly. Which I think I don't.
Wow.
I haven't been watching or reading that book series. I'm kind of fantasied out right now, but I think I might have spoiled that for someone, and I have a feeling the hint man might have used me to do that. Now that I think about it,
Angus, I don't mean to alarm you, considering we are in pretty significant legal trouble as it is.
Did I commit a crime?
I'm pretty sure that's aiding and abetting. Yeah.
No, is it a crime to spoil things for people
when you're working with a professional hint man who's on the lam?
Yikes! Okay.
Look, I want my listeners, Angus's listeners, tune out.
Yeah, different listeners, of course. Yeah, if you're a Sal guy, it's all ears.
Yeah, this is your moment. I want my listeners to know that if you accidentally spoil a book when you're out and about, you're not going to jail. But if you receive payment from someone to target a specific individual, to spoil the media they're enjoying, that is technically harassment.
Oh.
Yeah. Targeted.
I don't like that at all.
Not sexual harassment, just
harassment. I didn't say sexual. I didn't say
but you had that look on your face where
but harassment just is, it just sounds bad. I feel like I really
it's got the word ass in it.
Huh. That's probably what it is, yeah. Yeah.
It's also why people don't like the word asinine.
I've never been
and arsenic, borderline, because it's got the word
arse. Yeah, it's got arse, and it's poison. So
yeah, that's probably more why people don't enjoy that one.
Yes, yeah.
Column A, column B, but
What
are you?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I kind of thought we were starting off light with our story, so I picked a bit more of a minor controversy.
Okay.
So I'll read the headline, and we'll go from there. I guess we'll dish. Hot dog eating champion Pal Fedwello stripped of all awards after void stomach discovery. I don't have a pithy kind of the do's and don'ts of hot dog eatery, something like that is kind of what I'm working on. But yeah, this guy Pal Fedwello, he's got
interesting
a void.
Name.
Yeah, he does have an interesting name, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a void, like a black hole inside of his stomach.
Oh,
and so he could just put hot dogs away. And people found that out and kind of thought that was cheating, so they stripped him. He had a series of awards,
right?
Just awards and for eating hot dogs, obviously. And it's weird. He just had hot dog eating awards. He didn't have any pie eating contest awards or chicken wing eating. There's all sorts of food.
Most arsenic consumed.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That is a competition here in Super City. It's a weird medal. The winner ceremony for that one is always a little strange. It feels a little in poor taste, I would say.
Always a very long in memoriam.
Tastes like almonds. I'm told.
Well,
arsenic.
Of course, nothing.
Yes. No.
Of course not. Look, I'm always someone who plays it by the book. I appreciate when rules are upheld and competitors are held to a standard. So in this particular case, if there is a specific bylaw that states that one must actually consume the food they are competing on and digest it, right? Well, I'm sorry, but this is pretty open. Pretty open shut, pal.
And that's exactly what it was. The hot dogs are never actually being ingested because the moment they hit the stomach of Pal Fedwello, they are I guess it's the whole spaghettification, and we don't really know where they go, so we can't confirm that they've been digested. He does not poop, so we can't do test samples to be like there's hot dog in this.
It's interesting because. I'm sure if we were to get an internal view of the hot dog entering Pal, we'd see that the hot dog effectively freezes at the moment that it's crossing his event horizon.
Yeah.
But I imagine from the hot dog's perspective, it's just seeing eons pass.
Oh, you know what? I like that. I think I'm going to say, no more events on your horizon. Hot dog eating champion Pal Fedwello stripped of all awards, voids after void summit discovery. That feels good.
That's
I like that. I like that. I like that. I did say he did have kind of like a last statement. It's the only statement I have him on the record. And he said, one day a great black hole will swallow this city, and I will be the mouth of said hole. You pieces of redacted, you will rue the day you crossed Pal Fedwello. So just kind of like a general. It feels kind of like rote at this point. Like you and I, we've written so many articles where someone threatens to destroy the city. So I figured I should include it for posterity's sake in case he does eat the whole city.
Pal, I'm going to be the mouth that swallows the whole. Phrasing.
Come on. Like, and honestly, it's like, okay,
there are children at these events.
Yeah, so. Which it was, and again in poor taste. Which I can work that. I might editorialize it a little bit and be like, this writer. I'll end it off by saying like, this writer found that to be in poor taste, and then I'll just kind of pause. I'll pause the writing for laughter.
A big ellipses.
Just big, like 3 like big black dots actually maybe would be really good.
You want the rest of your article's font size to be like a 10. Mm-hmm. You want those ellipses to be sitting at like a 26.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on, Sal. My the beeper on my watch went off, so it's time for you to take your cholesterol medication. So the doctor wanted me to give this. Oh no, hang on. No. Hang on. Sal, come back. Sal, do not, Sal, do not go into the walls. Sal, do not go into the walls of this office. You're opening your little hatch. Don't do it. If you go in, again, he's gone. Shit.
Have you ever seen those lists on the internet that's like top 5 sandwich toppings, top 5 movies of the year, top 5 celebrities who have a very punchable face? You know what I'm talking about. The point is, all these lists drive us crazy because we have no idea who made them and how they even narrowed down their top 5 list. That's where my podcast comes in. My name is Tung La, and I am the host of Ranked, top 5 lists of stuff that don't matter. In every episode, with the help of a motley crew of self-proclaimed experts, we debate, battle, and work together, showing you the entire process of how we got there, to create a top 5 list of any and every topic we can think of, like top 5 brunch menu items, top 5 fictional dogs, top 5 90s songs, top 5 Steves? The list goes on, and we will not rest till we rank basically everything. So join us every second Thursday in the Pod Cavern for Ranked, top 5 lists of stuff that don't matter.
Top 5.
Okay, listeners, just to get you caught up, it's been 6 hours since Sal ran into the walls of the Daily Deposit newspaper office, and he has not emerged. So I had to go ahead and ask our guest to reschedule, which was a bummer. But
I offered to interview through the wall.
Okay, so this is just listeners, just so I can document this whole process for posterity's sake. This is the first time Sal has made it known that he's in the walls. I've been pretty sure I've spotted him a few times, but he wouldn't acknowledge me. So I guess we're going to go ahead and interview Sal in the walls of the office. So, Sal, can you hear me?
Yeah. So, one moment.
Okay, all right. Just okay, Sal. There are plenty of vents. You did not need to break a hole in the drywall.
Are my lips poking through the hole now?
It's literally just a little hole with your lips, and I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, all right. So, listeners, I tried to give Sal his cholesterol pill, and he gets his lips get real tight.
Wrap it in bacon, and then we'll talk.
Okay. This is good. We're negotiating. I'm not going to do that. Because I'm not going to encourage this kind of behavior. I'm going to stand my ground. But at least a dialogue has begun. Okay.
Angus, look Look, I'm not about to change my lifestyle. My cast iron pan requires a constant stream of high-fat food
Yes.
in order to maintain its proper seasoning. All
Mhm.
right? I'm not about to stop that now, and I'm
Yeah.
not about to waste perfectly good bacon. It's not my fault I got the extra large pan, and therefore it requires a half pound of bacon per cooking session. That's not
Okay.
my fault.
And you're doing this every day.
Well, I like to maintain a nice glistening sheen
Yeah, on your pan.
on my pan.
Okay. What was your pan's called again? It had been dubbed something in like a magical lake.
Well, so it got broken again.
Oh no, it got broken?
Well, so it shattered.
Has it been reforged?
It was, and now it's
Oh.
Panduril.
Panduril. It's Elvish. Sorry, I'm so sorry. My stupid human tongue tripping over this. Can you say it again for me one more time?
Panduril.
Panduril. I feel like I'm doing an accent. I don't like that. Okay, one sec.
Well, it's not an accident if you're using the proper inflection from the language.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. I like that justification. All right. So it's been reforged. That's great.
And now I'm cooking bacon on it again.
Okay. Can we talk about the tunnels?
Well, consider for a moment that the less you know, the better. So
okay. So I don't love that answer. I don't love that answer to can we talk about the tunnels? I don't.
Before we get into this, listeners, I know some of you freaks that listen to this show. Your first thought is, well, obviously he's got tunnels to the washrooms. I took special precautions to make sure that I did not violate anyone's privacy. I have only constructed tunnels to publicly accessible spaces where people do not have a reasonable right to their own privacy.
These are not leisure tunnels. These are escape and survive tunnels.
And business.
Business. Oh, you do some business in the tunnels?
You know, I've already said too much, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, so I want to ask you about the tunnels.
Okay.
So, these feel
Hold on, let me get into my chaise.
Okay. How much room do you have in there?
More than you would think, less than you would want.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good answer, actually. So okay. All right. So this seems like a vestige of your like prepper days, when you had booby traps all around the office.
I do remember that.
Okay, good. You don't still have booby traps everywhere.
Not in the office, but are you familiar with like the tunnel systems from Nam?
Vaguely. Passingly.
Those were nightmarish for those who had to infiltrate them.
Yeah.
I cannot promise that it's not like that in here,
Okay, got it. Got it.
I was in, I don't know, I guess I would call it a fugue state. Sorry, I'm not using the proper Elvish inflection. A fugue state.
It's good. It's beautiful when you say it.
So yes. Anyways, other traps? Well, if I told you, they wouldn't really be good traps now, would they?
Okay. And based on the language you're using, it sounds like you distinguish, because you carved out these tunnels, you distinguish it as a separate entity from the office, like some kind of like little like sovereign nation inside the office. Is this true?
Well, are you okay? If I may, for a moment,
the floor is yours.
If I may wax hypothetical, let's assume for a moment an individual working in this office created an intricate system of tunnels that were very respectful to people's privacy.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe hypothetical because it has happened.
And
it's
then
been done.
That individual noticed a rampant homelessness problem throughout Super City.
Okay.
And took it upon themselves to try and correct that problem.
Okay.
And invited said homeless citizens, the unhoused, as it were.
Yeah, okay.
Into the tunnels.
Got it. As a form of shelter.
As a form of shelter, taking very special precaution to make sure they were aware of any potential hypothetical traps.
Traps, okay.
Then, well, yes, sure, you could call it a sovereign nation. Sure, an autonomous collective. Yeah,
okay.
If you want to use that language.
I'm noticing an area on the wall here over by the break room that is the drywall's kind of bulging out a little bit, And and I just want you to listen to the sound it makes when I poke it.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah. So you hear that?
Hey.
I do.
Yeah. So
you know what? That's
are there
actually
people in the wall? Are there people in the wall?
Oh, I don't. That's probably just loose insulation. Hold on, let me get over there and take a look.
Okay, and yeah, you listeners, you can hear Sal scurrying through the walls.
Excuse me. Step aside, please.
Okay, so there's definitely people in there with you.
No,
You're just saying that to like a stud, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
He called you a stud.
Okay, all right. Okay, Sal. Okay, so I just that's that's great. That's you found maybe if hypothetically you've maybe found a way of helping some of the unhoused people in Super City. I mean, affordable housing would be much, or even just public housing for all would be maybe a better. But this is a great in between because they can at least get out of the weather. So I can get behind that. But Sal, I guess my question is, why don't you want to take your medicine? You ran into this. So I have a timer on my watch. Your doctor talked to me. Your Dr. Wisconsin.
Yes.
Dr. Wisconsin, your GP has prescribed this this medicine to you, and she called me up and said, "Hey, I'm worried about Sal, Mr. Bedfellow. I'm your emergency contact, of course." So she called me, which I gotta say I'm flattered. I'm very flattered. And and you're my emergency contact, so if my doctor ever calls you, that's fine. But your doctor called me and they said they really wanted me to try and help you with these pills. So I set a timer, and we've been. This is not the first pill. You've been on it for a week and a half now. It's just one pill every day, and it always becomes this big thing. And I wanna. Ah, got your hand. I got your hand. Oh, all right.
I was looking for a genuine human connection. You son of a bitch.
I got this hand. I got a good grip on this thing.
Grip is so tight now that your slimy goop has become sticky goop.
That's good. I'm sticky sometimes now. All right. Okay. Just be with me here for a second. Just stay in the moment with me. Hold my hand. All right. What has got you so worried about this medication? Like, what's going on, man?
Because cholesterol problems are an old people problem, and I'm not ready to be old. Angus, I only just got my will to live back from that fey trickster god. And then I went back to college, and then I graduated college, and then it just caught up with me so fast. I'm right back to where I was.
You were so much older than your classmates. You were so much older than your classmates. It's tough, man.
Got to have a hot girl summer.
Oh, Sal.
Now I'm just having a boring old man, cholesterol-riddled hard summer.
Sal, look at this. I don't feel right. Okay, Sal. I'm gonna let your arm go.
Thank you.
God, that is fast. You got that right back in there. Okay. I get it. That sucks, man. Like you have had to face your mortality more this past year than me. Because I'm still, like young. I'm still pretty young, like late 20s, early 30s, kind of ambiguously in that age range. So I still have a lot of road ahead of me.
Yeah. This is like my third medical scare.
Oh, buddy.
Remember that time with the shirts?
I do.
They found a spot on my X-ray.
Oh,
to go in for surgery.
I won't lie. I did kind of forget about that until just now. That was pretty dark.
A real low point for me. I guess I'm just worried that might happen again. Except if the dark spot is, my heart. Mm-hmm. It's my understanding, the best of my knowledge of the medical practice, that you can't live without a heart.
No, you kind of need that one. Yeah. And it's not exactly like we have heart transplant money lying around.
We do not.
Yeah.
We just met a clown that was ready to burn down a building because of medical bills.
That's right.
I don't want to end up I don't want to end up like that clown. I love City Hall. Well, I used to love City Hall. It's kind of a dark spot.
We still respect the building and the idea, but the way it's been.
It's an excellent way of putting it. I respect the institution, not the ones running it.
Thank you. That's very understandable, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down over here and gonna kind of collate some of these documents. You know.
Collate.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware we had documents pending collation.
Oh yeah. We've got these. Ed dropped off some papers on your desk, but since you're in the wall, I figured,
Papers.
And yeah, some paperwork, just some kind of like
what size?
Oh, legal, like standard legal size paper.
8.5 by 14.
Yeah. It's
A5.
Good. Yeah. It's good stock too. Like it's a good crisp. Like listen to this. 1 second. I'm gonna put it. Oh yeah, listen to that paper. Doesn't sound good.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're in the wall.
Getting heart palpitations.
Okay, hang on. All right, I didn't want to get you. Okay.
Ramp me down.
So, I'm sorry. So again, I'm trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to trick you into coming out of the wall, and this is not. We can't do this every day. I can't come up with new schemes every day. I barely been. My 2 schemes were grab your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And lure you out with paperwork.
Appeal to my sense of pure accuracy.
Yeah.
Angus, as frustrating as it is to be manipulated, I would be a fool not to admit when I'm mistaken. You've shown me here 2 important things. 1, that if I don't take care of myself, there's just so much paperwork that I'll never get to file. But 2, and probably more importantly, that if I die, there won't be anyone there to be your friend.
Yeah, man.
There will be no one here to co-host the show.
Exactly. You've got so much important work to do, man. And, you're not old. You're midlife, man. You're at least
I'm halfway there.
At most, you're halfway there. That's not bad at all. Think about how long the first half of your life it has been.
It's true.
The second half is going to be just as long, though it will appear a little bit faster due to, fewer novel experiences. But that's just life, baby.
That's just brain chemistry.
That's just brain chemistry, baby. So will you come out and take the pill?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm coming out.
I've got you a cup of water.
I've been wanting to do this since I got into the wall. So I'm going to try and Kool-Aid Man my way out of the wall, okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
Are you watching?
Yeah, just maybe 1 second. This is right on top of Ethan's desk, so maybe just go. You know what? Never mind. You're in the perfect spot.
All right, here we go. Oh, fuck!
Oh, are you okay?
There were drywall screws.
Oh,
you never had to deal with drywall screws in the commercials.
Yeah,
it hurt so bad.
I'm sorry, buddy. That's that's a pretty good gash. That's a pretty good gash on your side. Okay, Sal, I need you to sit up. Here's your pill. Here's a glass of water. Do you want me to rub your esophagus?
No, I've got to. You've just got to distract me, okay?
Okay.
I pop the pill in my mouth and at the same time rip out the screw, and the pain from the screw should distract me enough that I can swallow it.
Sure. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go.
The screw's the less arduous part of this.
Of course. All right. On 3. Right. 1, 2. Good job. Good job, buddy. Hey man, I'm proud of you, man. It takes a lot to kind of admit when you have been being, when you're being silly about something, when you're putting something off that you need to be doing. So I respect that a lot, man. And
much like my heart, I've grown today.
Oh, Jesus, that's bad, man. Well, hopefully these pills will work a bit, and we'll get that thing back down to normal size. That's going to do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. For those of you listening at home, remember, try to do the right thing. Oh, Sal, you just had a timer go off on your watch. What does that mean?
Oh, I got a call from your doctor the other day. Are you familiar with it's like a pill, right?
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't go in your mouth.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow is played by Matthew Wally. If you like the show and want to support it, or any of the other shows on the Podcavern Network, consider leaving a like, a review, or telling a friend about it. All that stuff really helps us out. And you can head on over to podcavern.com and check out our merch store. We've got lots of cool hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. Anything you buy there helps us keep the lights on here. Thanks for listening.